All right, welcome back to another podcast, Our Last 30, a podcast about life, death, and everything in between. Today's a special one for a couple of reasons. I'll start off by saying you'll see there's a person here you haven't seen before.
A little person.
This is my son, Ayden. It's my handsome son. He's our special guest today, and the only reason he accepted my invitation, I've invited him many times.
A couple of times, yeah.
He would never accept my invitation, except I had to bring what? Tamales. So the whole show today is about tamales. We talk about them all the time. We just went through our Christmas season, and so we thought, let's do a little show about tamales. Let's talk a little bit about them. We're going to share a couple little facts, things we know. For me, it was always important. I've shared this before because when I was growing up, tamales were a big part of my life, and growing up in South Texas, everyone engages in looking for that tamale plug.
Yeah.
Everyone is looking for
That's the plug.
the best tamales. And, if you're from the 956, you already know where to go. If you're from 361, I'm from the 361, you know where to go. Here up here in Dallas.
I'm from the 817.
Don't even know what that means. But I will say this, man. I because it's a special show, I brought out my late mother's dishes that she had shared, this Mexican pottery. And so some of this is over 100 years old. And so we're going to be super careful with it. But we just wanted to talk about tamales. And so I challenged everyone, give us a little fact, right? Let's share with the people a little fact about tamales. And then we're going to do a taste testing. I know what the brands are because I bought them. And it came about, Ayden, just so you know, I was telling Cesar how great the HEB tamales are, right? And they're good. And so
I had them a lot.
The thing is, Ayden in our home, you might have a 12, 13-year-old boy in your house. Ayden is the we can't finish this. What do we do? And so he comes up, and that's his job. So the quick fact for me is that in North, Central, and South America, tamales are a huge part of daily cuisine. So it's not just during the holidays, but the holidays have been, kind of highlighted as a special time because families are together. There are hundreds of different types of tamales just in Mexico, for example, right? So depending on the region, the state, the people who are making the tamales, the ingredients, the type of masa they're using to include how they're wrapping it and what they're wrapping it with, the style of cooking. So it's important for you to know there are many different types, hundreds, in fact, of tamales. And then you start adding other countries, Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, Panama. Those countries, Colombia, all have such unique variations of tamales. And I can share a quick story with you. When I was first dating my wife, she said, "Would you like a tamal?" And I said, "One tamal?" And I'm still learning English. I'm still learning culture. And I said, "No, I want a lot." She said, "Well, you want two?" And I said, "At least throw that plate down and bring two tamales." But I probably am looking. She goes, "How many do you want?" I said, 6 or 7. Because my interpretation of tamal is this small little
Mexican
traditional, right?
Tamal, yeah.
Right, with the masa unique, a little bit of flavor to it, and pork in the middle. She brings 2 giant banana leaf soft masa with chicken. I think it was a whole chicken in one of mine. There's a little garden in there. Dude, everything was in that mug. I'm trying to tell you right now. Anyway, so needless to say, I could only, even when I was in the Army, I could only eat 2. I'm actually wearing my Army shirt in recognition of me being a veteran. But so that's my quick little story. A little background on tamales. If you get to enjoy them, congratulations. If you're looking for a place, hit us up next November. We can connect it to those plugs, right? Especially HEB, right? And that's kind of where I was bragging about, Ayden. I was telling him, telling Cesar how great they are, and he's like, "Let's just do a taste test on this design." And we brought some other style here. Let's just try them out. We'll see what's going on. What did you find out about tamales?
Tamales are thousands of years old.
Thousands of years old. That is crazy, right? You're thinking, now, have we eaten one this? Sometimes I felt like we ate one not
That's
too long ago.
1,000.
It tasted like it was thousands of years old. Have you ate
I've
it?
had so many of those.
No? Okay. Well, thank you for that fact. I appreciate that. Cesar, what did you learn about them? Or what do you want to share about? We're not. I mean, I guess we do learn about them.
We do, but I think honestly, one of the biggest things that I saw, whenever we were talking about tamales, it's just the symbolic meaning that it has. The masa represents the earth, and then the corn husk, how you wrap it, represents the protection and nurturing of family. I think that's one of the reasons why we have it with our family, and whenever we're in these family gatherings, because it represents that just nurturing aspect of it, protection, being safe at home. And that's obviously it's more of a symbolic representation. I don't think they were made or created with that intention in mind.
Let me tell you something. You bring me a big giant corn husk, and I'm wrapping myself in it. And if you want to add some steam to that, bro, I might be a tamale here in about 45 minutes.
Just talking about that, there on Amazon, I got my little niece. She's like 6 months old. There's a tortilla blanket.
I've seen them.
She's chunky. She's chunky. So she's a little burrito whenever we wrap her around her. So yeah, it could be.
Cesar just showed us a picture of his niece. She is the cutest little thing. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys. Thank you for watching in on us. Thank you for watching our last podcast. We are officially over 200 subscribers. For us, this is huge. We're so excited about this. Today, we're going to do a taste test, right? And so I was walking in a grocery store looking for some oddball tamales, intentionally trying to find something weird. And I found something because a year or two ago, some students said, "Hey, Dr. Fuentes, these people are doing this Hispanic Heritage Month event, and they're for Hispanic Heritage Month, they're going to do this thing called walking tacos." And I said, "I know about the Walking Dead,
I've seen them,
right? I know about zombies, but I don't know about no walking tacos." And they said, "Oh, they cut a bag of chicken and stuff." And I said, "Oh, girl, we talk about Frito pie. Listen,
we call it different, yeah."
Okay, so it was like a big smell, look, taste now. So, Ayden, because you touched that part, and Cesar and I don't know. You should give it a grade for cutting. Go ahead, taste it, homie. You can cut it in two. Don't eat. Because
eat the whole thing. That way, there's nothing left for us.
Yeah, you're gonna eat the whole thing, but first taste half. See what you got.
Well, there's not even anything in it.
I don't think there's anything in it. I think it's just masa.
There's nothing in that.
Go ahead, eat it. And they tell us.
Mm-mm.
This is not looking promising at all.
So far I heard two mm-ms. As he eats it, I'm going to go ahead and see what I got over here.
I'll eat up spicy.
It's spicy? Okay, so...
No, but you don't like spicy stuff, so... Nah, bro, this thing is just way... Even to cut it is hard.
Well... it's definitely got the spice factor down.
Ooh, that part.
You don't think so? You don't think
that's a different.
Right, Ayden? Am I right? So, I think we're not going to continue. So we're not going to. We're not going to continue with that one.
No.
Overall.
How can someone eat that?
Okay. Overall. Well, hold on. Overall, what grade do you give it? Overall, just give me an overall grade. You want? Let's do this. How many tamales? Out of 10 tamales, how many do you give it overall?
How many would you eat out of those?
No, at first, how many tamales?
No. How many? That'll be the rating. How many would you eat of those?
If it wasn't spicy, I'd probably eat 2.
Okay, so 2. You gave it a 2.
He took tamales. I actually liked the spice component. That was, for me, was the best part of it. That it felt more authentic because it was spicy. I would eat maybe half of one because I'm really cautious about what I put in my body. I have to assume this is high in salt. Not a lot of protein for me. I didn't see a whole lot of ingredients. I think it's embedded in the masa. I'm not really sure, but it wasn't terrible. But it's not something I would pick on my own. I would not seek it out
Never.
unless I was in a foxhole in war and they said the bomb's coming.
That's
You have 30
different,
seconds. We have a walking tamale. Do you want it? And I'd be like,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, sure. For my last meal, I had a walking tamale.
That piece that I ate would be more than enough. No, sir.
How I ate half of that.
I'd rather starve.
You want the rest?
Give it to the dog.
All right.
Give it to the dog.
Pearl would love it, but it's too much spice for her, so we're not going to give it. All right, so next one we're going to do again. All right, so the first one was interesting, definitely unique. This one is also the same brand. It's also a walking tamal, but this one is bean salsa verde. So this is also called a corn bar, which is just hilarious to me.
What are you giving us?
Well,
I thought you said good tamales. I think we were going to get them from like HEB, other different stores.
So that's how we're going to end it. We're going to end it with tamales from HEB.
Some homemade ones or something.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to try this small piece because we don't want to waste food.
I think that looks worse than the other one.
So let's go off look. Ayden, what do you think?
I'm going to give it a 2.
I'm going to give it a 5. I think it looks better than the last one. It has a little bit glistening to it. It looks a little bit more wet. So I like that look.
I'll still give it a 1.
Still 1, okay. These gentlemen are very critical. I'm a little bit more, I'm a positive guy, okay. Ayden, what does it smell like?
I'm positive we're about to get sick of it after these tamales. That's what I'm positive about.
It smells, I'll give it a 4.
That's an interesting smell. I really feel like I can smell some beans.
I smell
because
some
it said it was
salsa.
like a bean paste.
Last one tastes like a little bit of cheese.
Honestly, I think these guys are being super critical. If our eyes were blindfolded, I think this smell would smell closer to authentic than anything. Like, be fair. If you were not looking at it and you knew what you were going to taste, you'd be like, yeah, it smells authentic, I think. But you guys are being all mamones and all this stuff. Go ahead, Ayden, try it. Y'all will never admit it. So get a piece, eat it. See, it cuts differently.
That one does have some beans. You can see the beans. The whole
This is
beans
actually
in
good.
it.
Yeah, there's actually whole beans in there.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
He liked it.
Okay, I'm going to go with this whole piece right here. This is the green salsa one.
This one I can't finish.
You know what?
Better than the other one.
I'm not into green salsa tamales. Honestly, I favor the red style, but I'm going to give this one, yeah, I'm digging it. Ayden, give it an overall
I
score.
wouldn't go
I
as
give
far
it a
as
10 because I already.
Calm down, Cesar, you're being negative.
I wouldn't go as far as
Yeah.
digging it. I'm digging it.
Yeah, daddy.
I give it a 10,
Okay.
but not like.
All right, dude, listen.
No, we're going.
Hold on,
How
hold on,
many
hold
would
on.
you eat out of 10?
Oh,
Ayden, we invited you because, I like you, Ayden. You're my son, you're handsome.
You have to like
When
them.
you say that, again, you say that it's a 10. And son,
fine. I'll give it a 5. I'll
son,
give it a 5.
son, you can't do that either. You can't go from 10 to 5. Just think. Ayden, come here. Okay. All right. So overall,
From those packets, this one's a 10.
No, but
we're not doing it. Just individually. We're not comparing anyone. Just individually. Do you like it? How about that answer?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
I would eat it if
You would eat another one.
Yeah,
Caesar's question: how many would you eat? Do you think?
probably 2.
2? What you said about the last one that you didn't like, but whatever. Yeah,
Well, that's fine, yeah.
I'm not here to be critical of it. I'm here to be critical of tamales. My little tamales. Hey, scratch me.
It was the back of a fork.
Okay, so for me, I thought it was interesting. There's actually whole beans in there. The masa was softer. I honestly mean this, guys. Like, if you smell it, it smells more authentic. I don't know. I just thought this was a better product. And I wouldn't have said that about something that said walking tamales. I don't think I would ever eat it out of the packet cold. I think that's disgusting. Please find some hot water to put it in at the very least. a microwave for about 30 seconds. It says 15. I don't agree with that.
We did it for a whole minute.
Yeah, we did it for a whole minute. We got it nice and warm, and it allows for the moisture to reintegrate. And so I think that's what made it for me. I would say that a score of 10. By the way, none of our scoring has made sense. If you're listening, are we giving tamales points, thumbs up? We don't know.
Fine.
I would say at a score of 10, I would give that a good 5. A good 5. I've eaten thousands of tamales in my life, but mindful that it's from a packet, I give it a 1 or 2 points higher. But yeah, it's decent.
Well, I'll stick with it too.
Mexicans,
I'll stick with it too.
they're so arrogant about their tamales. Oh my god.
Just a little bit.
I thought you was Mexican, man, bro. I'm Chicano. I'm a A, bro. Listen,
I'm from Corpus. I don't even know what tamales are down in Corpus.
You won't get beat up. They don't play like that. Okay, so we know, and corporate ball, we know. Okay, Ayden, now, do me a favor, bring me that bowl. Okay.
Bring the ketchup.
No.
The ketchup? What are you talking about?
That's what we do in South Texas. Okay, this one you have to eat a whole one. Bring me that can. It's over
You
there.
thought I was. Hell no.
You want to rinse it out?
Nope. No, I'm just gonna hold it like that. All right, guys. So the third tamale we're gonna try. We're gonna try 4 altogether today. The third one comes in a can. It's a traditional red can. It's just called, their name, tamales. Beef and chili sauce. No artificial ingredients. This tells me it's authentic. Authentico. See?
I'm about to slap you
Now,
just because of that.
You cannot slap me on camera. Wait till we stop. All right, I put it in this bowl. I warmed them up. Here's the rules. Everyone has to have a whole one.
Oh, hell no.
That's the only way. That's going to be for El Cesar. This is going to be for Mr. Ayden or me, whatever.
This is the looks of it. When have you seen a saucy tamale, bro?
Okay, well, here's the thing.
That's a tamale soup.
Well, it could be. I don't know. But here's what I know. You have to, it's wrapped. So you have to take it out of the wrapping. Okay? Now, Ayden, you go first. First, by look, what do you think?
I don't even like the smell of it.
But, Cesar, we're not asking you yet.
Okay, for presentation, I give it a...
better word.
I give it a 2.
Okay. I'm going to give it, a 2.
Yeah, we'll stick with a 1.
I knew it! I knew it! Okay,
time.
smell. Go to smell.
I give it like a 3.
You know what it smells like? That enchilada sauce that you'll get it at the freaking Walmart. The can.
So, smell, I'm going to give it a 2.
We're sticking with the 1.
Are we getting tired? Are we getting tired of them?
Yes.
Okay. So unwrap. You got to use your napkin to clean your fingers after. Unwrap it and then eat it.
What the fuck?
Can't even grab it.
That thing is not even in the corn husk. It's wrapped in a freaking
It's not
plastic
a corn husk. It is
wrap.
plastic.
It's plastic wrap. Don't throw up, Ayden.
No, it's looking decent. You can't comment yet. You have to eat the whole thing.
The whole thing.
You have to eat the whole thing. No, this is the rules, dude.
It's our podcast. What's the rules? Why are the rules?
Okay. As you do that, I'm going to unwrap mine. And you're going to start processing.
Remind me, why did I agree to do this again?
Interesting.
Interesting. Tell me more.
Ayden, I can't with you.
Ayden, start giving us some grades. You know
it tastes like a quesadilla, but with
But without cheese.
Yeah, without cheese.
Like a quesadilla.
What else? What other grades you want to give?
Give us your thoughts.
For being out of a can, it's actually good. For being out of a can.
Yeah.
The meat's good. I like the meat.
I don't know if it's meat, bro, but
it's
the what's
the
inside.
outside is not for me.
Mm-hmm.
The masa is not for me.
Mm-hmm. Ayden, you make some excellent points. The masa for me, like you, is too soft, and it's because it's in the sauce. And that's their style. It might be a style. I almost feel like
it's probably some culture for some people.
Yeah, I think in the New Mexico they kind of eat it like this, dude. If I'm not mistaken, I agree with you on the meat. It tastes good. I think it's just like a hamburger meat kind of style that's spiced heavily. Yeah, I thought it was interesting as well. What grade do you give it? Caesar is processing his thoughts.
I already know my thoughts.
You better not be.
I'll give it a 6.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a 5. I actually, man, I hate to say it in front of a Mexican, this guy right here, but the flavor was not terrible for me. It wasn't terrible.
I'm gonna have to show you what real tamales are.
Caesar, I know what real tamales are. But
I don't feel like it. But
the whole idea about this was to try some. You would never get a can of tamales.
Oh, I'm never gonna get one of them.
Well, that's why we're doing this. Would you ever do that, Ayden? I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't do it again. I'll stick with a 3 on that
Only
one.
from camping or something.
Okay, hold on.
It's a little better.
Overall, what did you give it?
A 6.
I give it a 5. Caesar,
I
tell
was
us all
3. Oh, it's a little better than the back one.
Mm-hmm.
Just the consistency of it.
Yeah,
I
think
like
that's what it is, right? The masa is
how it feels in your mouth. It's just
it's a softer.
It'll do good with some ketchup, though.
All right, episode over. Go to your room.
I want to apologize.
Go to your room.
I want to apologize to everyone for my son's statement, but here's what it comes from. In South Texas, usually the day after, when tamales start to dry out, or second or third day, when they're fresh, I mean, you can pop those out all day long. But when they're not fresh anymore, what we do is we eat them with ketchup. And where I'm from, in Corpus Christi, it's not so uncommon. It's not so weird. We enjoy it.
The real question is, how do you reheat them?
In plastic, usually in plastic, like a saran wrap, to try to keep it as much moisture as possible.
But in the microwave or what?
Yeah,
bruh,
I know.
Y'all are doing it wrong.
Well, what do you do? Don't use that word wrong. Don't ever use. Do not say we're wrong. Ayden, stop me, Ayden.
Grab him. No,
I just say, let me at him.
Let me at him.
We just leave them in this little thing. Put it in the comal.
Mm-hmm.
In the comal. Let the little corn husk get a little black, a little burnt.
Oh, in the
corn husk. Leave it like that.
But it has to be low heat, right? Because
yeah. Low heat, but let that
put
crisp out.
Water?
Nada. Let that crisp out. The little corn husk crisp. Flip it a couple times. Once it's nice and crispy, take it off.
Eat it just like that.
It tastes
has a smoky flavor too, right?
A little bit, and it sometimes even tastes better than just coming out of the. I still have it in my. I can't even. My words aren't even coming out.
Okay,
but yeah.
You know what? Now listen, I'm gonna say something crazy. If you got a homemade flour tortilla, I believe you can put anything in a flour tortilla.
Yes.
And it'll taste good.
Yes.
If you put that in a flour tortilla,
that'll be good.
I'll throw it at you.
Sir, there's no reason to get violent.
Yeah, there's no reason to be violent, sir.
All right, so now we're going to do the last one. This is the one I've been bragging about. All right, so we're down to the last part of our tamale tasting. This is what I've been bragging about. I kind of set y'all up with the walking tamal, the tamales in a can. Listen, bro, I'm just saying, like, if you're struggling or you're in a far remote place and that's all you can get, I
ain't eating.
I'm good. I'll do it. But I don't have, y'all are over here overdoing it and stuff like that. But anyways, so here's to the last taste test. Mm-mm-mm. These right here, I'm not going to say where they're from because
You already said it like 3 times in the video. What you mean?
there's no proof.
The video's right there.
Right, Aiden? There's no proof.
There is proof.
Yeah, ves?
What team are you on, Aiden? So,
Uncle Cesar's team.
I bought these from a local grocery store, a grocery store that I freaking love. Dude, I can't stop bragging about them. I forget the name of them.
What is it? What's the name of it?
No. I forget the name of them. It'll come to me later. The point is, this is their prepackaged tamales in the frozen section, I think, or just a refrigerated section, I should say. We're gonna try these, and I'm interested of getting the opinion of Negative Boy over here because he thinks he's all whatever. And I told him he's over here bragging off camera that his mom made this fresh batch of tamales. I don't believe him.
I got pictures.
No, pictures. Bring them here, dude. I mean, you might say I have a cute kid. Show me a picture.
I don't got no kids. What you mean?
I'm just saying. If you say I have a cute kid, but you don't have a picture of your cute kid, then they're not cute. They're ugly.
Is that why you don't have pictures of Ayden?
Oh, I love it. Ayden, my boy. He's your hand, John. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Ready? 3 of them. Authentic. You guys, y'all don't even know. We got a treat for you today. Got all the best stuff.
You got stuff. I don't know about the best, but
all right. We made a little mess.
This time he's going first.
Tamales, man, all over the world. Well, Latin America. Christmas time is such a great time. Oh, I have some of the best memories, man. I remember when I was a kid, dude. This teacher, she was visiting. She came from like another state, Iowa or something, somewhere in the Midwest. I don't know. And she said she did a project in our class. Tell me the smell of Christmas. And she wasn't prepared for the answer. She says, guys, I'm going to be honest. And it stood out for me. And I was probably only about 4th or 5th grade. This is one of my earliest memories. She goes, it's so weird now that I live here in Texas. For me, Christmas smells like this. And she talked about nutmeg and cinnamon and those kinds of pine trees. She said, but when I asked you, most of the class said tamales, the smell of tamales. And that was new to her, right? But that was in the late 70s, early 80s. Now, fast forward only 30, 40, 50 years, the Hispanic culture is a powerhouse. And our food is everywhere, and our music. Like you see the impact and influence of music in just regular stations. It's playing Spanish music, man. Some phenomenal artists. So for me, it's a pride point. We're having fun with this, but the truth is, you want the best tamales, man, you go down to someone's mom or grandma in your local community, right, who's been making them. If you see a couple people waiting in line, that's where you go. That's where you go. That's where you go get those tamales. We're having fun. These right here are from a local grocery store. I've eaten them many times. I already know what to expect.
I love them.
Yeah. But let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead, Ayden. Unwrap it. We have sync right here in front of us.
Everything else.
Yeah.
Unwrap it.
Look. Yeah, as you unwrap, start talking about it.
Does it want to come out?
Okay. So tell us about look, presentation.
It looks good.
Okay. And what about the next one? Aprende, mi niña.
Yeah, it smells good. It smells good.
So what if his chain's all on? You got salt on your chain, bro? Because you putting salt and pepper in there. Okay, smells good, looks good. What else, Bubba?
Try it. Eat it.
Hey, why use a fork? He never uses a fork, dude.
You never use a fork?
This dude does not use a fork.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Eat it like you normally would. Let me scuff it down.
Okay.
Hey, you gotta. It was a test or a taste test, not a lunch.
Well, as my son gobbles down his tamal.
10 out of 10.
Ayden.
Ayden, your credibility is shot. Earlier,
You gave the bag a 10 out of 10, but
you gave a can of tamale 10 out of 10.
Then this gets a 20.
A 20 out of 10.
No, 20 out of 20.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What's better, a 20 out of 20 or a 10 out of 10?
20 out of 20.
Boom, boy. You don't know math.
bro,
My back.
we're gonna have we're not recording no more. We're gonna give him a damn tutor. What's 20 out of 20?
No,
1. And
no.
10 out of 10, 1,
No,
bro.
dude, no. 2020 is better. Matter of fact,
You don't even got 2020 vision.
this is a
What are we talking
33.
about?
This is a listen. This is a 33
Out of 33. No, see, freaking Kevin, both of y'all. This is what I deal with on a daily basis.
You didn't drop any.
Listen. Now you get to taste the difference in actually the puerco, the pork that's been shredded. You actually get to taste it, and the masa actually tastes like real authentic masa. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you also said that the bag one tasted like authentic masa.
Mm-hmm.
I said it does not taste like that.
I said taste, but not texture. It had a unique texture to it. This one feels like somebody. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start buying these tamales. I'm gonna put them in foil. I'm gonna start selling them on the corner. I'll make $5 a dozen.
I wouldn't buy you.
If you would,
I'll probably buy them one time, and that's about it.
I'll put a sticker on my party set or truck. I'll get a truck and I'll put Durango, and everyone goes crazy.
You would?
Watch the
Where's you were from, Durango?
watch this store that you bought them from sue you for that.
See. By looking at it, I mean, it looks more of a traditional one.
Mm-hmm.
Looks. I'll give it that.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Ayden? Good, right? Let's see what you guys
Come on, you know.
Well, afterwards we'll eat. This is just a taste test, Ayden. Boy.
I could probably eat 5 of those right now.
Ayden is it's my boy. He's a twin, so he's lucky. He's grown up his whole life knowing his little sister, twin sister,
And we don't get along.
and they don't get along right now.
Did they ever?
No, they always got along. It's just right now, and even that is easygoing. It's not even like I see kids who are ugly to each other, man. These kids are so respectful to each other. I love it. Love to see it. What do you think, man?
Man, I look away for 1 second, that thing is gone.
I mean, compared to the other ones, it's closer
It's similar, right?
to a
Closest to-
traditional.
Mindful that I got it at a garage.
Garage sale?
Golly!
I'm sorry, grocery store.
Probably give it a 6.
You see that?
Decent.
You see that? And that's from a 100% authentic Mexican. Okay, me.
These I might eat,
Yeah.
and wouldn't eat more than like 2, but
I could eat the
What?
whole package.
He could eat the whole package.
I wouldn't doubt
He
it.
could eat a dozen, like nothing. Like nothing.
I could probably eat 2 dozen, probably.
You probably would. We wouldn't let you though. Well, listen, guys. Here's the beauty. You know, we're lucky, man. We have access. I live in a part of the country where any time of the year I can engage with someone and find some. Ayden, what do you?
It's your kid. I don't know what you're looking at me like that for.
Pause for a second.
It's your kid.
I can find tamales on the neighborhood corner, the grocery store, at a local restaurant. They're going to be good. Sometimes they're going to be great. When you find them when they're good, keep buying them. When you find them when they're great,
Let us know.
let us know. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bring those numbers up. We'll see you. Thank you. Thank you, Ayden. Thank you for being here. Love you, man. Bye.
We'll see you.